I don't always put these at the start, but I will put it for this one. If you're easily disturbed, you don't like violence, and well, violence both physical and I guess you have to say sexual too. But basically, if you're easily triggered, get upset by disturbing images or grotesque stuff, this is probably not the series to watch. Just letting you know. Well, good day, it's Loey Ferret. We are reading through a visual novel. Not our usual ones. It's actually one, it's a bit of a throwback into the past. In fact, I'm not even... When was this one done? Let me Google for it. Anyway, let's go through it. It is Sayonota, or The Song of Saya. It was actually the original plot. It was 2009 when a English translation was done, and it was released later in 2013 for it. But the original Japanese one was 2003. That's how far back we're going for this one. Anyway, anyone who's done a Google on this one, it's probably just like, what the fuck? Yeah. We're in for a ride, kids. Buckle up. Might want to put the lube down. You'll see soon. Anyway, I put a disclaimer at the front for it. It's a bit odder than the other ones I've got. Anyway, let's get in. We'll be in like sin. I have never actually read through the whole thing. I know the plot. I know what happens. But I've never actually sat down and actually experienced this for myself. So, let us begin. Sayonota. Do not modify grotesque images. Okay, do not modify. We're going in dry and coming out sticky. Let's do it. Do not modify. I think it's a bit loud. Let's put it to there. Anyway. So, it's obviously something going on. The writhing mass of flesh burbles. What the hell is that? Do you know what it is? Good luck! Three such creatures sit across the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they trade whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. This is pretty fun. Yeah. By listening carefully, I'm able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However these creatures may look, they are my friends. Apparently. I wish I could still deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep, praying for an end to this nightmare. I would wake up each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know now that I have to blend in. I have to act like one of them. Such is my life, like these past 3 months. So it will remain until the day I die. Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji. And the one next to him, squealing more than the others, is probably Omi. Which means that the one next to me is Yo. Though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features, I try my best to ignore the rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. It's pretty cute. I don't know if you can work it out, what they're actually trying to say. GDF! Everything has changed. Or almost everything. But by some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to the world no longer remains the same. As if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. But now these are but painful memories of days that will never return. If only no one recognized me, I might be able to disconnect myself from this world, from the world. It would be comforting in comparison to believe that I'd been abducted by aliens, or that I'd just stumbled through a gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt. The city where I was born and raised. The society that I was part of for 20 years. Save that I, and I alone, can no longer see it that way. The world as I know it is gone. I have no place to call home. Jesus Christ, how would you sit on those chairs? Oh. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they're talking about is of no importance to me. I decide to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then... Hey, you're Famiri. One of the flesh beasts say as it swivels its bloodshot eyes towards me. What do you think? About what? I try desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally. But my hoarse voice ruins the attempt. We're thinking about this ski trip. You're coming too, right? A slimy hole near the top of the creature writhes nauseating as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, what I have seen would have seen as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes and give it a neutral answer. I don't know. You have other plans? Yeah, not really. These were my closest companions. One of them even wished to be more. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends which no longer exist? In 3 months, my tears ran dry, and now there is only loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omi, and Yo. Or is it Yo? I spend each day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. Only this time, I'll be locked away forever. No matter what, I won't let that happen. I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right? I love it. I don't even know how to talk that. Like, it's words, but like because of the capitalizations, it would obviously be fucked up beyond comparison to try to say. I'm not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. That's it. I can look at them. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. Hurry, it's for Mori. A spray of stringy slime from the cilia around its voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, but too late to keep the slime from splattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair or desk or anything in reach and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. I barely suppress the impulse. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However, they look to me. This is their world. I'm the outsider here. Like I said, today's my checkup. I've got to go. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change. I just need to get out of here. Now. Later, I remember hastily, and flee the cafeteria. That's pretty fucked up. I'm not crazy.
Ne, 今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？
So, well, is this what actual conversation was? Hey, it says, is that Katahata Army? Why don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's ski trip? What is it? Tsukuba Yeo frowns at the suggestion.
スケート？
スケート?
わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
I love it how some words are Englishified like that. Like skater? Skater? Why would you want to go to a ski resort? The ski resort to skate?
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。こいつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
Haha, give her a break, Suktaba. It's all she talks about these days. Was it Tano? Tano Koji supports Omi with a laugh. Her impromptu suggestions are nothing new, and it's Koji's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. They're a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her jealous.
なんせオミってさ、この前この年になって初めてスケートやったんだ。
I mean, she's seriously never gone skating before. I took her the other day.
何よ。スケートしたことなかったのがそんなに不思議？
She obviously said more than just, hey, is it really that strange? She said more, but that's all I got.
20歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな？
Not many people start skating in their 20s, you know.
子供の頃はなんとなく怖かったのよ。あの靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。
I'm scared when I was little. Those shoes look like big knives. Actually, I thought that too when I was a little kid. I saw people skating and I was just like, if I saw someone fall over, it's like a hand would come flying off or something like that. I had an active imagination.
でも、いきなりやって滑れたの？オミちゃん、すごくない？
He picked it up just like that. That's pretty amazing, Omi.
要領はスキーとそう変わるもんじゃないからな。
スキーと。
重心を前に出して、靴の前のヘリでコントロールする感覚とか。
It's a lot like skiing. You keep your weight forward and use the angle of the shoes to steer.
コウジにそう言われたもんだからさ、騙されたと思ってやってみたわけよ。そうしたらもう楽しくって。
She's all excited. He made it sound so easy, I figured I'd give it a try, and it was fun. Aww. So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Koji and Omi enjoyed their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that would arouse jealousy. It's just that her luck in love has been bad.
私も見てみたいな。オミちゃんがスケートやるところ。
Oh, I want to see Omi skate too. That was watashi wa. I knew that. I know some words now. I'm learning. Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover up her internal conflict. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. Here's true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、今度のスキー旅行、ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば、2倍美味しく楽しいってわけよ。
So how about it? If we make the next skating trip too, it'll be twice as fun.
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？
But you can skate at a skating rink, can't you? Why don't you go all the way to a ski resort?
だから屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート。凍った湖とかで滑れるところ。
I don't want to skate indoors. I want to skate outside, on a lake or something.
そんな都合のいいとこあるかな。なんだかすっごく混んでそう。
That sounds fun, but won't it be crowded? Hell no! You're probably all by yourselves. While speaking, Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples at the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt about whether he could be called that, is beside her, as silent and as expressionless as a statue.
なあ、文則。お前はどう思う？
Ifamuri, what do you think? Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain, and in his usual quiet and considerate way.
どうって。
Yeah, that's where he was about what? The cause of Yo's distress. What was it? Sakisa Famuri responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own.
いや、だからさ、
Mm,
今年の冬のスキーだよ。お前も行くよな。
we're talking about this winter ski trip you're coming to, right? Koji speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he would have not hesitated to rebuke Famiri for his attitude. Their long acquaintance has forged a strong and honest friendship. But now,
わからない。
I don't know. Famiri responds bluntly. His downcast eyes and sullen demeanor make clear that he has no desire to break his silence.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
You have plans?
いや、別に。
Not really. Even Koji, Famiri's best friend, cannot communicate with him as before. What does Yo have of breaking through his shell? The scars left of the events of that late summer day are still deep all those months later. Each one of the 4 bears them. Not only Famiri.
なあ、
Was it
別に
Famori?
運動するのが傷に触るとか、そういうわけでもないんだろ？
I mean, it's not like physical activity can affect your injuries, right?
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
Not sure. I'll check the doctor during my checkup. As though the answer drained the last of his patience, Famuri bolts out of his chair.
お
Famori.
い、文則。
I'm pronouncing it wrong. Was it Famori? Because Fu is not Fu. It's Fu. Because it'd be Fuminori. Finori. I gotta pronounce it right. I'll work it out one day. I'm learning Japanese. Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Famori from leaving. I'll call it that for now. Famori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face as if to shoot himself from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that sort of thing happens during everyday conversation. Famori's reaction is beyond pale.
だから今日も診療なんだ。もう時間だから。
Like I said, Famori snaps, making no attempt to relieve the discomfort of his friends. Today's my checkup. I have to go. Even as he tossed money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy.
それじゃあ。
Later. Famori stalks out of the cafeteria, almost as if he's running away. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining 3 lower their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Famori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。
I can't take this anymore, Amori says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully.
みのりにはもう少し時間が必要なんだと思う。
Famori just needs a little more time.
だってもう3ヶ月よ。なんなのよあれ。付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
But it's been 3 months. What's with his attitude? I feel like it's going crazy. I'm going crazy hanging around with him.
俺だってわからない。わかるはずもないと思う。
Hey, I don't understand what's going through him either. I don't think any of us can.
お前だって想像つくか？あんなひどい形で家族全員を奪われて、平気でいられるわけないよ。
Can you imagine losing your whole family like that? Won't screw anyone up. It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway, crushing the Sasaki family car into twisted scrap. They said it was difficult to tell the bodies of Famiri's parents apart. For a while, it looked as if there was no hope for Miri either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひどかったじゃないか。誰が誰かもわからずに、怯えて暴れて、ベッドに縛り付けられて。
He was worse when we went to see him in the hospital, remember? He was terrified of us. Like he didn't know who we were. He even had to be tied to the bed. He was freaking out so bad.
今はよくあそこまで立ち直ってくれたと思う。
I'm just glad he made it this far. He's made it this far.
それにしたって変よ、咲坂くん。私たちのこと見る目つき、あれ何なの？
There's still something
まる
strange
でこ
about
っち
him.
が人間じゃないみたい。
What's with the way he looks at us? It's like we're not even human.
よせ、オミ。
Cut it out on me. Koji says forcefully, perhaps less out of empathy for his friend than out of consideration for you. Koji's kindness makes her happy. He also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Famuri is a victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Famuri are her problem, and no one else's. She doesn't blame Famuri for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. In fact, she even thinks even more fondly of him for his serious consideration for her feelings that he would have treated, that she would have had he treated their relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Famiri did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omi's eyes. They had plenty of fun at yours and Famiri's expense since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. Although he revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Famiri again until a week later, and then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. When he was finally released, after 50 days that seemed an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Now winter is coming, and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Alright, what we might do is we might leave it there. Sorry for anyone who is mass triggered in the fact that I'm pronouncing things wrong. I'm still learning words, and particularly th, because we used to 50, but it's not. It's th. It's a different way of pronouncing it, and I still suck. I haven't mastered English. I suck at English. What hope do I have learning and talking another language? I rest my case. Anyway, we'll leave it there. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. It's a bit weird. I'm definitely enjoying working my way through this. I've heard so much about this. I've read so much about it. Good old Fortune. And yeah, I definitely want to see the madness that this thing presents to us. It's definitely interesting how you see both sides of the conversation. And just, you feel a bit sorry for Famiri. Because he sees a fucked up world. Anyway, may you not be involved in an accident where your parents get twisted into one another in a twisted wreck and get slaughtered? If so, sorry. See you in the next episode.